stream, and that limb right there, that's it's unique because when you touch it and hold it, and when the wind blows, you can feel the tree breathe as the thing moves. Once in a while, I like to see if I can stop the tree movement. No way. That thing pushes me back and forth there. But it's kind of unique that branch go that low, and it's been at it ever since I've been coming over 50 years. You would think it would break up, but that's why I call it the tree of strength, because look at the support it has. So every tree here has a character, but I was told not all the trees give off good energy. So you gotta be careful what you hug. It's like people, right? So this park is very, very special. Really special. I think the first time I came was 1970. So that tree down there, the big banyan tree, that one was unique, but I just found out this morning on the top of the tree had a palm tree growing on the top. I think not there now, but it was unique because it was a banyan with a palm that grew right in the middle. But you can still see traces of the palm roots around it on the top. So it finally broke off. That's the baseball field. That's where we play baseball. Right over there. And under the ground, the stream runs too. It's just a representation of the energy. They say when you try to get strong, you just don't try to get strong outside, inside. So the tree of strength represents it can go wide, but you gotta go deep. That's the stability, because if the roots don't go down, the tree gonna tip over. That's why they say it's a twofold. So when they practice energy, you go wide, but you gotta go deep. But see, everybody like go outside, out. So this is where you learn the stability, but this is the true core strength, because all its strength from the roots to the middle, and look at the branches, the way it goes out. But you feel its flexibility when you see like now how the wind, a gentle wind, you see how it moves, but you feel it. You try to put your hands on it, you just feel the breath of the tree breathing as it moves. So the tree of strength represents to me all what it takes to be strong inside out, but you still need flexibility. But my teacher once said too, even though the tree is that strong, what is much stronger is the grass. Because great winds can topple a tree. Great winds cannot blow out the grass from the roots. Size does not matter. So that's why he would always say spend time in nature, because it'll teach you a lot more than what a physical teacher can teach you. Because you're open to it, and you just gotta wait till it happens. You see? Like down there by the tree of wisdom, I call it that because there's a stream there. I used to sit there and talk to the tree. But that's where I learn about time. Like my teacher would say, if you stand in the water and if you face the currents, you learn that you need to flow with time. So when you turn around and you look at it, all you're doing is letting time go by. So time doesn't really pass by you. It's just your awareness that you're not paying attention to it. So they call that cognitive learning or cognition learning. So you see, you listen, you feel, you can even smell learning something. Huh? That's why this park is really, really unique to me. It's all, like I said, there's a stream, and it's kind of sad because they bust the railing there. That railing you could always just look over. Because when it rains heavy, you come down, you see the power of the water coming through. But like right now, it's light, and they cut a lot of the side growth of the tree. So the other thing you learn about the stream and the water is that as it runs, it always brings nutrition and life, because once the water touches the banks, it's always bringing life. That's what it does. It's continuous, just like breathing. Inside breathing, it always brings life. So that tree, I found out, tree of wisdom. I used to like to sit there and just talk story with the tree. But then you can talk, you gotta pay more attention to listen. And that listening is, again, see, listen, but you gotta feel. That's why Masa, my teacher, would always say, stay open. Because you cannot drink water with a closed mouth, right? You gotta be open. So even when you walk on the ground, you can feel the energy. And like I said, when you get closer to the Queen Emma's Palace, there's something about a sense of respect you feel when you're in the back of the Queen Summer Palace. So you should go take a walk and I'll let you see what it's like.
Okay, we are here at the
Nuuanu Valley Park.
Nuuanu Valley Park, and
Sorry.
we're looking at the Tree of Wisdom.
You see right on top there? You see where the roots had a palm tree growing up there. For the longest time, people didn't realize until I pointed out. But now, it's been a while, it's gone now. It's probably fell out. And you can tell this tree's old, like the beard of all that hanging down is like this right here. This tree here, when the heavy rains come, it's high. The water goes above these roots here. Comes out right about over here. But as you can see, the water's low, light rain. So they had to put the ditch catch over there because of all the debris, but the problem was sometimes they don't catch it. My kids used to go inside look for crayfish before. As I look now, not too many. But as you can see, what I mean by a tree's strength, you see the way the roots grow. You gotta go deep, wide. Look how far this bugger goes. I mean, so I would sit down, of course, drink my beer and talk story with the tree. But it gave such nice energy in a way of just letting you find out for yourself. Like I said, when I had to step in the stream, this is where I learned about time. You cannot stand still because you waste time just by looking at it. You move with time. Because why? We create time. Sometimes that time is a big gap of not understanding. That's when a lot of time is used. You don't try to find out. You tend to know, but we don't really understand because we don't use it, we don't practice the knowledge. But one thing with nature, you learn nature's intelligence by its movement. Same thing like in exercise. You learn people's understanding by body language, the way they move, expression, right? That's why nature teaches us by movement. Same thing like in exercise. People don't realize that they're actually demonstrating their understanding. And they're also using their present health to make health. In a tree. But I was taught you can take the same seed from the same tree, but they will all grow different. Same thing with people. We all grow different. So every tree, if you just sit, like I don't know if you notice, see the fruits up there? What are you pointing at? The fruits. See the fruit hanging over? Right there.
I don't see it.
Come. See the closer. No one asked me what kind of fruit. Right there. That's why you see things just by observing. See the fruits?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm not sure if it's a type of mango. And then you get those little ones right there. Then you get the umbrella tree over there. And look how wide that tree is. And that tree's been there a long time too. That's a nice shot of the park right now. So you know, I give it the name the umbrella tree because people love to gather under there. And the morning sun, when the morning sun comes out, it just shoots straight into the park. But again, you gotta time it right and stuff like that. Beautiful sunrise coming right through the park. It just means that the tree gives, right? It shares. In other words, if you notice the grass, how green the grass is because it shares. So it covers, it protects, and that's why people go under there. But it's hard to look at every tree. Certain trees that get your attention. Like I tell you, when it does, you keep going there, you sit, you keep the tree, you talk to the tree, you listen to what the tree got to say. So, I like to take a look at the fruit nature offers. It gives free, yeah. So again, Master would always say, what's outside is what gives you consciousness. But you gotta be aware inside to connect to the consciousness of this right here. And then, what you gonna do with them? That's why Hawaiians say, the kuleana, people go, oh, kuleana is your problem. Kuleana is twofold. Kuleana is the responsibility, but on the other hand, it's the privilege. So we have the responsibility to take care because it allows us the privilege to enjoy, to do what we want to do, but with respect and with care. That's why Auntie Lehua is always malama pono, the care, make right. And to me, the only way you can make sure you make them right with pono, you gotta have a sense of aloha. Because I always thought it's either you got it or you don't. You cannot make believe.